Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another episode of Higurashi Sotsu, episode 9, maybe finale of this arc. I know what it's called. I just don't know what it's called. Yeah. Before we start, just a little notification this Saturday. Monthly movie reaction is up. We reacted to Empire of Corpses, otherwise known as I don't know if I can say this. Shisha no Teikoku. I literally watched it uh about an hour ago before starting this. So if you're interested in an almost epic sci-fi based in the 1800s about corpses, then watch it. It's an interesting movie. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it was a fun experience. But yeah, what happened last time? Anyways, getting back into this, what happened last time? The pieces are set. We've seen Satoko manipulate Tepe into thinking the village hates her, which I mean, kind of, but hates her more than they actually do. Um, that was like the main things that were happening, right? Tepe wore an apron. That's Satoko rolled around in dirt. That's like the main things. We got some like good feathering stuff. It's mainly just set up. This episode will be interesting because it's probably the finale. I think they might just skip through the child welfare stuff, and then we might finally see the big question of what happened at the end of Tatara Damashi, plus what happened with the Wishi and stuff post Rita death. Some questions to answer. What do we have for the snack of the day? It's actually tea. I thought I like brought the package, but I don't know where I put it. I already brewed the tea, obviously. But it's like a red looking tea. It looks pretty. Um, but let's get the real description. It is Satoan Fuji Red Kucha. Often considered a rare product, Japanese black tea or kucha is not something you see every day. Using an original production method, this Shizuka grown tea has a gentle sweetness that works well with paired with Japanese foods such as white rice or Japanese soup stocks. I don't think I've ever had Japanese black tea, so should be interesting. Sip it, see how it tastes. Hmm, it actually tastes like black tea. I don't know, I was expecting it to taste different, just as you don't really think of black tea when you think of Asian stuff in general, but it's nice and it looks red. Yeah, it just tastes like a nice black tea blend, so I like that. Wonder if it would taste good with milk. Unlike the other, like the other bots, it comes with two packets, but unlike the other one, you can't make this cold. Maybe I will try mixing milk with it next time. That usually goes well with black tea. Anyways, let's start the episode. Full length reaction. My episode is 23 minutes 50 seconds with studio logos, so if yours is different, please adjust properly, and at the end of the episode, we'll talk about it. But let's get started and get your video ready because we're starting in 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, let's see where this takes us this time. Uh oh. Huh. Hey, this is Tataria Garoshi. OG. Did we ever learn where the bank book was? I don't remember. Jesus Christ. This is such a hard whiplash from nice Tepe. Classic Tepe. It definitely was. By the end of it, I guess. Oh, because everyone was worrying about Satoko, I guess. Mm. You're definitely not the same Satoko as when you started. It's kind of like what we think of Burncasto. It acted as like a different entity after the countless loops. I'm sure Satoko's probably close to, if not already at that point where she's a different entity. Ba-bow, ba-bow. Anyways, interesting start. At first, I thought they were going right into like the Keiichi scene, just how it was playing out, but they did do a flashback sort of thing. I like that little switch up. I didn't notice it at first, but I noticed it in like the last couple episodes when Satoko like trips, her reflection becomes tiny Toko. Nice little detail. Bum, 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 bum. Also, thanks for the 190 subs. I appreciate it. Close to the bid 200. So sad, but even if you know it's fake, man. Yes, classic. I classic Satoko grin. Oh. This is the Xi'an scene. To be fair, the child welfare system actually can't do that much this time. Like last time, they were actually kind of incompetent because there's obviously signs of Tepe beating her. But this time, they won't be find any evidence, I think. War drums. Doot, 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 doot. I forgot how it goes. Look at my dude. His apron on, dude. Cooking. Don't forget the oil. Oh no, it's gonna be another mirror of Keiichi, which we noticed in like last episode. They're doing it on purpose to show, which is really good actually. Flame pillar flame. Actually, the same scene. Though Keiichi messed up worse somehow. I think he filled the whole pot to the brim with oil. You would have ruined my whole plan. Kinda. 200 recipes. But the house was on fire. Officers, the man was cooking. Arrest him. Honestly, though, they don't really care about the village that much. At least the new director. Dude, isn't that crazy? If you think of like Mina Hiroshi, where the director's like, can't you all just let Satoko and her uncle try to get a new life? And you're just like, what the fuck? Now it's like, for real. It's so good, man. Smile, evil. No, look normal. Okay. So they're following this. Maybe they won't show the Oishi part of the episode. I don't know if they have enough time for that, if they do all this. But they'll definitely show the Tepe and Teichi scene, so that's exciting. Yay! Oh? Oishi taking notice. That's why he shows up at the meeting. Though in the original visual novel, he just shows up because he's part of the council, so. Down. Will the power of wholesomeness take Satoko over? No, because we know what's gonna happen, but. Well, at least she continues her loop stuff. But he's trying, man. Imagine Tefe bringing Satoko back from the brink. That'd be something. She's being tortured. The contrast. Hey, doing his own laundry. Why are you hiding? You're making it weird. That's why he seems so mean, because it's the total age road. I bet he would be a nice, happy neighbor. Dude, I'm sad. By the end of Sotsu, you think Tepe's gonna live a happy life? That's all I want, man. I mean, Tateno's already living a happy life, so no need to worry about her. Though I obviously care. Oh, Meat. They did. Oh, yeah. I guess the police wouldn't know why, because Rena didn't get murdered in this one. He just came on his own will. uh, I mean, I believe it. It's just angrily buying some groceries, dude. Oh, deep bow. God damn. Yo, so he tells Oishi. That's very interesting. Because Oishi was definitely on Keiichi's side. I wonder how this. That's an interesting perspective. Maybe Oishi wasn't fully on our side. Dude, imagine if Oishi became Teppei's Mahjong buddy. Oh. And Satoru can't act abused or the uncle will find it suspicious. You think Satoru injects him here at an earlier point? Oh no. I mean, Oishi will believe the story because he knows the lore that they hate Satoru. So it actually fits. But this isn't part of Satoru's plan, so she might be a little lost. How does this work though? Does he think Keiichi's just evil? It's all clean. New tech. It's usually just a dump. Why are you saying that out loud? For them to hear? Maybe just to us. Or to himself, I should say. I just realized miso soup. Because into Toradoroshi, Satoru complained that Teppei threw miso soup on her face. Think that might be a reference, though it is a common dish. This is reformed Teppei. He's just a good guy, man. No, she's too gone, man. No wholesomeness left. Unless Rika does something, then she's saved, kinda. Drud, Drud, and inject Oishi now. Yeah, okay, so the injection point comes way earlier than I thought. Which means when he's helping, he's already under the syndrome. Which is really weird because he seemed normal, but we'll see, I guess. Oh no. It's no use, man. Oh, we know, but I'm actually interested in seeing his reaction while helping. That's like the bigger question for me. Also, it doesn't really explain uh the Keiichi and Teppei stuff. Oh man. Dude, I wish he's way bigger than Teppei. I just thought they were like a similar size. Well, it'll be funny now. Oh no. Dude, I wish he's so scary, man. Uh-oh. He's already stressing. Alright, dude, that was fast. That's another showcase of Mion's mental. Literally unfazed for such a long time. Wish he's already sweating. So he wouldn't be part of the bullying. Okay, that's what he thinks. Oh no. So he was a double agent, kinda. This is why he goes to the meeting. Interesting. This is interesting. My expectations have been exceeded. Because I was so sure Oishi was injected at that point. Hey, they kind of like him. He's baiting, I think. Tired. Probably effects of the virus. Oh, wasn't this the place where Teppei was pissing on? They accused him of pissing on this shrine? It was Oishi who did it. Or breaking it. I thought he pissed on it. But Oishi was the one who... He framed him! Maybe. Or maybe they just thought it was Teppei. He is pissing! He's framing him! What the fuck? Why, though? I thought he was an ally, man. Oh, he's baiting them to kill Tepe. Yeah, I see. Big brain. Dude, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Okay, we're definitely it's gonna be another episode. So it was four. This was in go. Okay, dude. You know, I've been a little harder on this arc. This episode was really good, I think. Better than the other two. Less memeable things, but it was really interesting. That we'll talk about more in the post discussion. Oh. I mean, okay. No, no, save it. Save it for the discussion. But honestly, Tepe, best boy. I can't believe I'm non-ironically saying that. I used to say that as a meme. Dude, when are we gonna get the Tomita redemption story? Even though he's not evil, people hate him. Make him less hateable, please. Then truly, truly, everything will be complete, man. Still love this song. This tea is good, man. Tastes like black tea with a little different. It's nice, refreshing. That's That's one's last for sure. And they'll probably mix the Wishi stuff now that they have a full episode. Anyways, that's the end of the episode. Thank you for watching. If you're dipping, see you next time. If you're just joining us for the discussion, hello. Like I said in the credits, I've been a little harder on this arc. But I do think this episode is the best so far, and it was actually pretty interesting throughout. It's back to episodes flying like nothing, so good stuff, good stuff. So we start off with a scene from Totodoroshi, or just the old fragment stuff where Teppei is just beating the shit out of Satoko. It's so brutal, man. Um, then an interesting conversation between Satoko and Feathering, where Satoko kind of appreciates this fragment. Let me read this line again about why. It was quite a happy fragment as I was able to have Rita all to myself. I'm guessing this means maybe because everyone was solely focusing on her. She was the main focus until the Takano stuff. Which I guess is kind of proving Feathering's point that I was kind of contesting last episode, where I'm like, it doesn't really seem like Satoko's goal is that, but she is slowly changing. And like Feathering even references that, like, are you truly the same person you were when before you started the loop? And Satoko's like, yeah, I still have reached in my sights. Um, I'm still myself. But I mean, we can see she's definitely changing, and her values are changing too. It's kind of like Burn Castle in the visual novel, Higurashi visual novel, where she is just a different entity, even referring to Rika as a different person. I think Satoko is either close to that point or at that point. I don't think she's there quite yet. Even I don't know. Even she's done like pseudo loops, but they haven't been like full, like as much full loops as Rika, I think. But interesting scene to start us off. Flash forward to the abuse scene. Evil Satoko smile. Like I said, gotta have at least like two of those per episode. That was that. To be fair, that was a good evil Satoto smile. If I had to rate them, this was one of the better ones. Look at that smirk, man. Um, More stuff we've already seen. Oh, dude, then we did cooking tefe, and they're continuing this from last episode, and I really like this from the last episode, where they're making like Keiichi and tepe connections, which is just like the greatest thing ever. Because again, Keiichi despises tepe into Higurashi, and the fact that they're kind of switching roles, and I say switching, but Keiichi is literally having the same role, where while Tepe's role is also turning into a Keiichi role, makes it super interesting. This is obviously a parallel to Keiichi's cooking, who also was cooking stir fry and also almost burnt the house down. Though to be fair, Tepe seems to be a little bit of a better cook since he only put a full glass cup in, while I think Keiichi like filled to the brim with oil, causing the pillar. Even like Satoto's response was a similar thing too. So that was just a very cute and I mean I said not as memeable. I just thought it was pretty memeable. Forgot about that. Yeah, good scene. Um, Welfare stuff. Then we get the Oishi introduction. Obviously, we know he's a big part of the arc. Looking into things. Trash cleaning. Yeah, I mean Tepe cleaning the place is again a big step because whenever you see the Hojo house while Tepe's there, it's actually just like a pigsty. So him doing his own chores was great. Putting a blanket over Satoko was great. The laundry scene, embarrassed by the panties. He's just so precious right now, man. Just flashing for it, just wholesome Tepe. Never can go too wrong with that. Then we start getting into the Wishi angle where, he's still uncertain, but he believes the friend group because he knows Tepe is not a great person. But then Tepe does something out of Satoto's calculations, which I wasn't expecting, and actually brings over Oishi to try to make friends with him. Then I'm like, oh shit, is he actually gonna get an injection here instead of that like very certain spot I thought he was gonna get later on? So this is very interesting, not even including the later parts because if he did get the injection here, and I was like super interested throughout and through the next episode to see Oishi's actions, it means that Oishi one was not like very genuine with us, because he was part crazy and like even though he seemed normal, so that was like a very interesting thing. And seeing his motivations from that, it's a nice thing they did. I'm impressed. So obviously Satoko has to go with the uncle story. She can't like pretend she's abused or it would ruin the whole plan. So she has to go all in on this idea. Um, Oishi believes them, and then I was hoping a bit that the power of Tepe's wholesomeness will transform Satoko's heart, but she is a little too done. I love that scene. That might be a thumbnail. 1556. Really smudged smirk with the needle in her hand. Very good one. Or above that. But yeah, Oishi gets injected after getting drugged. And it seems like the effects are happening right away, which made sense. This is a very stressful time for Oishi, so it made sense. But like, and then let me just wank off Mion. That Mion literally tanked that shit and didn't feel anything for a couple of days until Shion started prodding her. But yeah, he feels it right away. Um, then he does the unthinkable. He starts laying his web on how to catch the killer, kind of adding to the Tepe hate. And I kind of forgot about this detail honestly. Like you learn into Taradamashi that apparently Tepe like pissed on the shrine, and then like I guess I should have thought about more once learning about he's a dead guy, but the detail kind of just like flew over my mind. So Oishi does it, then I'm like, why is he crazy? But it's revealed that it is just a plan to make Tepe more hated, to bait out the killers into attacking him, which it kind of made sense. Oh, I didn't say this before, but it actually took Oishi and Kumagai time to figure out that Teppei was back, just because normally in the past arcs, they knew he came back because they were following Rina's murder. But in this time, Rina wasn't murdered. Wasn't Rina murdered? Actually, wasn't she still murdered in this arc? I swear they showed her body at the beginning, though maybe it might have just been a random body since they weren't looking into Teppei, so maybe that was just a red herring. But I do remember that actually kind of in Tataru Damashi's intro. But I think it was a red herring because they don't seem to care about Teppei, or maybe Teppei doesn't even get involved with Rina that much in this fragment. Um, but yeah, I was trying to say like in the original novel, Oishi already has this trap where they think they know Teppei moves to the village because he killed someone, and they suspect him abusing Satoko, so they're already like surveilling him. But this time, since there's less things happening, where Oishi's taking it into his own hands to like elevate the hate. But obviously that doesn't do anything because no one's killing people for the tourist, so he's doing it for no reason. But interesting plans, you got he did those two old men by like making them watch more and just in case because he's a loud person, get some bad details and probably spread some rumors from that. And of course he defiled the shrine by himself, so interesting, dude. I like this episode. I think they did a very good job pulling me back a bit. Not that I was too far gone, but yeah, just the Oishi twist is really interesting. And so we do get a full episode. I do think next episode they will finish the arc, including the Oishi stuff from Neko, since they're already putting the Oishi angle here. It wouldn't really make sense for them to hold it to the next arc, right? So even though this was set up, it was good setup. Let's start with ending the Keiichi Teppei scene, like what even happens there. What even happens, like, I feel like Oishi's helped Keiichi just to make Teppei more hated. Um, and I'm wondering what happens when Oishi drives to Teppei's place. That's very interesting to me, because who knows what happens there. I thought he just got injected and stuff happened later, but obviously this might be part of his plan. Um, After that gets done. And he does think, to be fair, he does think Keiichi's innocent. So he actually does believe Teppei's story, which made sense because they seem like good person and obviously Satoto is not being abused. So he believes that. And he hates the village, so he believes that the villagers are just bullying Satoko. And he thinks Keiichi's innocent because, he's a good guy and he's new to the village, so he doesn't think that they're bullying her. So it's actually a complicated situation, but it works out well. But anyways, I'm excited for next episode. It should be a banger. Um, and yeah, good episode. Again, good episode. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And next time, finale for sure this time. I doubt there'll be another episode because there's just not enough more after that. I mean, technically there is in the story, but I don't think they would do that because they only have 15 episodes, right? But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and see you next time on Higurashi Sotsu, episode 10. Bye.